some people have turned to hypnosis to help them quit smoking, maybe reduce anxiety, maybe even help them get to the gym more often. But now more and more are turning to hypnosis, not for themselves, but for their kids. Joining us now is Lisa Machenberg. And how long have you been doing this?
I've been teaching hypnotherapy for 25 years. I teach up at HMI College of Hypnotherapy here in the greater Los Angeles area.
And I'm curious, when you have used hypnotherapy with kids, what's the age range? When are you starting, and how are you utilizing it?
You can start hypnotherapy with children as young as 3.5. Parents will come in to help children sleep quickly, calmly, soundly, and deeply all through the night, to be able to be dry overnight for bedwetting, also for separation anxiety, to be able to go calmly and confidently to school. That's starting at 3.5. I can hypnotize children all the way up to 18 for things like focus, concentration, sports performance, fears, phobias, weight management, and addiction to video games.
We've talked about hypnosis on the show before. This is different, very unique in terms of using it at such a young age. I'm curious your thoughts, Dr. Dow, on hypnosis with kids.
So I'm going to tell you my concern here. First, when you are tapping into a child's subconscious, it is a very tricky place if you are not trained to deal with it. So for the public, you should know that there are licensed healthcare professionals like myself who use hypnosis as part of our practice. Hypnotherapy is not a regulated term, okay? So I would suggest that if you are going to use hypnosis with a child, you are going to a licensed healthcare professional. There was a 2015 case of a principal who hypnotized students. 2 of those students, these high school students, killed themselves. He went to a hypnosis school, but he was not licensed.
First of all, Dr. Dow, I agree with you. We do not want to influence our children in a way that is harmful, like drugs, to get up, to go to sleep, to be happy, to calm down. We want an alternative, natural, and safe solution. And Dr. Dow, hypnotherapy is the oldest and most respected way.
But are you licensed? Are you a licensed healthcare professional?
I am a hypnotherapist who is certified through the AFL-CIO. I took a year course up at HMI College where I now teach.
But can you diagnose and treat diseases? I trained with the American Society of Clinical Hypnosis. They only train licensed physicians and mental health professionals. That is it. You cannot go to the trainings if you do not have a license. Most hospitals recommend that if you are a parent, that you only see somebody who is under this board. And I think there are reasons. You know, the principal case, one of the students he hypnotized, he was trying to improve this young lady's test scores, and she killed herself.
Dr. Dow, I need to challenge you right now, because that principal did not recognize that that child had depression.
And that's why you need a license.
I want to ask a question.
You need a license.
Is there a place for hypnotherapy where your child's fine in every single regard, but it's something really minor like bedwetting, where maybe you don't feel like there's a need to go see, they don't have depression, they don't have any anxiety, it's just their bedwetting.
Yes.
Where you could.
And that's the law, right? So I think you're probably very good at what you do, but I also believe that once you start talking about a diagnosis, in the state of California, if you are helping a child to achieve goals, to improve self-worth, you can legally claim that as a hypnotherapist. The second you start implying to a parent that you are going to treat ADHD, that is a diagnosis.